Good morning to each and everyone. To begin our activity today, let's offer one. How about Heavenly Parent, true parents and the true children? Let us recite the family pledge number 3. The family pledge number 3. Our family, the owner of Chungilgok, pledges to perfect the 4 great rooms of heart, the 3 great kingships, and the realm of the royal family by centering
on true love.
Meaning of the family pledge number 3. The 4 great realms of heart and the great kingships would have been fulfilled had Adam and Eve not fallen. But for the fall, they would have fulfilled this and become God's royal family. This part of the family pledge refers to restoring fallen people and making them into the royal family. The families who receive the marriage blessing need to fulfill this mission. Conjugal love should take place where the 4 great realms of heart and the 3 kingships are achieved for a man and a woman to receive love from each other. They need to stand in such a position. Otherwise, they are not to love each other. Yet, these realms and kingships cannot be realized without love. That is why man absolutely needs the woman and vice versa. I request Dr. Alan Cadano to lead us the opening prayer. Sir.
Let us pray. Good morning, dearest Heavenly Parent, and our true parents of heaven, earth, and you. I would like, Father, to offer to you this simple, early or very early morning gathering where 2 or more could be gathered. You are also there with them. Our greetings to you, dearest Heavenly Parent. Our gratitude that you've given us a new day. Not only a day, but a new week. And we pray, Father, also to greet all the fathers, most especially to you, our Heavenly Parent. Let me just be a tradition of this outside world. But then on, we pray that this could also remind our hearts that we love you, respect you, and we want to be with you. Thus, with us, we would like, Father, to offer this very early morning to listen unto your wisdom. And we pray that we can also cherish more our souls and awaken the hearts of every adult. We would like, Father, to open this as I pray, we pray in all the names of the blessed two fathers. Adieu.
Adieu. Thank you so much. Good morning to each and everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day to all fathers.
Morning.
Very early morning, yet we are here offering once again our time. Good morning, Sir Randy, Doc Alan, and also Mr. Amy, and also for those who are viewing sa YouTube. This is live. So let's enjoy this early morning once again. So everybody, while waiting for the others to come in. Okay, so how is everyone? We're long time no see for this 3 a.m. Session that we have because we fix our schedule for the first and third Sunday of the month, regardless if the Sunday is, we have 5 Sundays in 1 month. Kasi nakaka-confuse you every other Sunday because we have also another schedule in every second and fourth Sunday of the month. That is for the wives. So let's enjoy this day once again. It's the third Sunday of the month. So I hope that we could learn once again many things, especially in our education for the BFD. As we know that this is a sacrificial moment for us because we wake up early in the morning, so as early as 2:30 just to prepare for the Sunday activity that we have like this. As they said, why it is very early. Yeah, it's because this is a way for us to really offer our time, and this is our sincere devotion for the Blessed Family Department Education to really offer more and to really have also the condition for us to really share and educate more brothers and sisters, and also not to educate only but to also ignite also the keep the fire burning, especially in our life of faith, even how we are long stay in the movement, but still we need to really have that continuous education and feeling also the substantialization of the principle that we are teaching. So before we start, can we have a greetings from each other? Can you say good morning?
Happy Father's Day, Kuya Alan.
Happy Father's Day. Yeah, Alan.
So, tatay too.
Yeah.
Father's Day po, Sir Randy, Sir Alan, and also for those who are viewing the YouTube now. Let's enjoy your day. This is your day. Mr. Amy. So as we go along with this activity that we have, shall we start, Sir Randy, for this? So
Sige
Sir
po.
Randy prepared a very, no need for me to introduce Sir Randy because it's already been in our program that he's the one giving lecture. So I know that he prepared a very timely topic for this morning for us to celebrate also the Father's Day. Yeah. So without further ado, let's listen once again and let's internalize as well as let's reflect on the lectures that we will be receiving this morning. So welcome, Sir Randy. It's your turn. It's your moment again.
Hello po, good morning to everybody. Long time no see. Yes.
Now we see.
Yeah. So today is a Father's Day, right? And at least may dalawang tatay dito. Two father and two mother. So, meron po bang other sound sa background? Can you hear any other sound po?
Wala naman, okay lang.
Okay lang po. Kasi akala ko na nakukuha yung electric fan. Okay, so at this time, actually, I've been checking yung mga lineup na topic to be discussed. The one that is on the list is actually itong ito, let's understand some problems that resulting into a it's not really a fight, but it is a misunderstanding for couples. Why couples fight? Okay. So in this presentation, we'll be discussing about you don't fight about what you think. So that would be the center of our sharing for this morning, and I hope that we can have a better look, most especially into our relationship as a couple and most especially as a blessed central family. So this is actually crafted from Steven Stosny from the study that he made for and study that he made in uh, trying to reconcile couples problem and also resolving the conflict between husband and wife. So it's not the big five they identify in the surveys. After they have surveyed the common problem of marriages, it's not the big five problem. Okay? But there is something within it that is causing the issue and leading towards a couple's misunderstanding. And one of the biggest uh, biggest issue, most especially in terms of um, relationship of husband and wife is siyempre number one. No? Di naman natin may kakaila. Minsan, even tayo nagkakaroon ng change of behavior pag nawawalan tayo nito. Yung number one cause of a problem or a misunderstanding between husband and wife is the resources, most especially in terms of financial or economic resources. So that talks about money. Okay, but there is a words coming from two parents how about money and about most especially about the relationship of husband and wife. Father said, in marriage relationship throughout the world, power comes when the husband earns and bring home money. The wife is naturally strengthened upon seeing the money he brings home. And the husband naturally gains strength seeing his wife so empowered. But if they are unable to earn money, they become agitated and the relationship may even break. A true husband and wife, however, should create oneness in love with God at the center. Yeah. So that is what we call the so-called reality in relationship. Very important to have a economic resources. But Father said that should not be the center of a relationship of husband and wife. Okay? But we should create oneness, not centering on the economic or power for husband and wife, but it should be the center should be the love of God. Okay? So no matter what, we should all be connected towards the center that is the love of God. Okay? So Father said economic difficulties cannot be allowed. Okay? Cannot be allowed to create a rift in the husband and wife relationship. Neither knowledge nor ignorance can dilute the love of husband and wife. So a bride and bridegroom should not unite through money, power, or honor, but through the original love of God. They should create a family that loves God, with the wife living for the sake of her husband and the husband loving his wife. Rather than money or knowledge, we need love in order to solve the problems between man and woman. So instead of power, instead of knowledge, instead of money, okay, we should lay first a strong foundation of love between man and woman. Minsan sabi nga nila, marami nagsabi na hindi mo naman pwedeng pakainin yung pamilya mo ng pagmamahal. Pero kung titingnan natin, once there is a love within a relationship, hindi naman problema yung pagkain eh. We can find ways. We can find a possible solution. Most especially if we really have a strong affection or connection with one another. Do you think so? Kaya hindi naman talaga yung love yung ipapakain mo eh. Pero if there is love, there is always a way to find solution to the problem. Kaya sabi niya dito, We need love in order to solve the problem between man and woman. Hindi yung pagkain, hindi yung economic, hindi yung power, but it is love that will become yun yung maging catalyst for the resolution to the problem. Right? And that's the way in order for us to find the solution. So this is very important guidance coming from true parents, most especially in terms of a relationship of husband and wife na minsan, di ba? Marami nga nagsabi na mga couple na, wala kasi kaming ganito, wala kasi kaming ganon. So bago pa nagkaroon ng ganon, we have to check first, how is the relationship of husband and wife? Because that is the center. That is the beginning point of all the resolution of the problems within husband and wife. Yeah, kasi kung nandoon yung relationship, good relationship, that's the time that other things within the or other need of the family will be magnetized and to be connected to the relationship of husband and wife. So we have to guide, most especially, and educate our brothers and sisters that the center is not the money. The center is not the power, not the knowledge, but the center is building a relationship, a God-centered relationship, making a harmonious relationship with one another. Okay? So money is not the issue. Okay? And that is not the center of relationship. So second is, it is the intimacy for husband and wife. Most especially, it is the connection between husband and wife. The umbilical cord of a husband and wife. Okay? And that is what we call the sex relationship of man and woman. Okay? From father's words, people always need stimulation. Happiness doesn't come without stimulation. There has to be stimulation. Just as our hunger make each meal taste like something new. The love between husband and wife should always be fresh. The more the husband and wife see each other, the more they should long to see each other and want to be together all day. In light of this, you need to do a study on me and do a study on God. So, in a relationship, it is important to always have an stimulation. Okay? Dapat meron lagi yung connection, yung nagbi-build ng connection with one another. And we all know that the strongest connection between husband and wife is no other than it is the union of man and woman. And that is the center of the affection of each other. The center of stimulation between husband and wife. Okay? So it's really important that we have to build that strong intimacy with one another. And the only way to build that, the number one, hindi na only way, the number one way of building that intimacy is having a stimulation through a sexual relationship between husband and wife. And that will be a guide in order for us to raise our children. Okay? And the third problem, the third reason why there is a disagreement or misunderstanding or there is a in yung hindi magandang pagsasama ng mag-asawa is number one, the third issue is raising the kids. Minsan meron tayong mindset na dapat ikaw yung ganito, dapat ikaw yung ganon. Most especially in terms of the need of the kids. So let's see. Okay. Sabi ni Father, only through love can greater things come forth. The level increases only through a love that lives for the sake of others. Therefore, fighting couples will produce children who will lead the nation to destruction. However, loving couples that live for the sake of others will produce God-like, wise prince and princesses who have extracted the full essence of heaven and earth. Yan. Diba? So hindi naman talaga kailangan yung pagtalunan kung sino yung mag-support. Ang pinaka-importante is how we practice live for the sake of each other. Because from the practice of living for the sake of each other ng mga couple, naturally the children will learn how to live for the sake of each other as well. And aside from that, if the children can see a lifestyle of living for the sake of others between husband and wife, supporting and caring each other, they will learn also how to take care and support one another as a siblings. And that will be the time that they will naturally inherit, okay, the principle of living for the sake of others. Kasi kung titingnan naman natin, hindi natin kailangang sabihin. Ang pinaka-importante is what the children see in the parents. Okay? That's why it's really important that there should be a constant, hindi naman siya competition, but constant practice of a living for the sake of other lifestyle between husband and wife. Okay? Sabi nga, ano ba yung mas malakas kesa sa words? Di ba, it is action. Kaya sabi, action speaks louder than sound. Okay? Yan. So that is the third one, raising children. Okay. Or raising the kids. So number 4 is in-laws. Okay? We all know that sometimes couples cannot understand each other because of their connection to in-laws, connection to the families that we have. Okay, so let's see. And in connection to in-laws, also another common cause of misunderstanding of husband and wife is household chores or yung housework. Okay. So both of these, in-laws and housework, are interrelated. Okay. As a common cause of a misunderstanding or even the cause of fight between husband and wife. Hindi nag-work. Sandali ako. Yeah. Okay, so many times lovers fight when they believe their partners don't care about how they feel towards the in-laws and towards the household chores. Minsan parang hindi mo naman ako tinutulungan. Minsan sinasabi rin na hindi mo pinapahalaga ng aking mga kapatid, mga kapamilya. So these are the common issues that husband and wife encounters in terms of household chores and more especially in relation to our in-laws. Okay. But according to Father, sabi niya, according to people's original nature, they do not want their partner's love for them to be divided. The completeness of the horizontal love relationship between husband and wife is destroyed if that love is shared. Whereas this is not so in the vertical love relationship between parent and child. This is because of the principle of creation, which mandates that the husband and wife attain absolute oneness in love. In love, people have the responsibility to absolutely care for their partners. So hindi natin pwedeng i-compare yung relationship of husband and wife with the relationship of in-laws and the different household chores. Hindi natin pwedeng i-parallel yun. Kasi even in the principle, di ba? Iba yung intimate relationship of a husband and wife. Sinasabi nga natin based on the principle is husband and wife is an exclusive relationship. Di ba? Na hindi pwedeng i-share kahit kanino. Pero pag sinabi nating relationship with our family as a brother or as a sister, or even as a parent or as a child, that can be expressed in multiple relationship. Pero ang husband and wife, it is an exclusive for one man and one woman. Does it make sense po? Aju no aju?
Medyo
Kaya
po.
hindi pwedeng i-compare or i-connect. Hindi pwedeng yun yung maging basis kasi that is very different. Okay? Kaya kung meron kang nararamdaman regarding your in-laws na parang hindi pinapahalagaan ng partner, ng husband or wife, that it should not be the main reason. Hindi dapat yun yung maging point of discussion that you don't take care about me because you don't love people that I love. Kasi merong iba yung degree ng pagbibigay or support sa in-laws or even sa family members, iba rin yung support, most especially between husband and wife. Adyo po? Does it make sense, brothers and sisters?
Relate.
Relate much. And according to Father, to continue, sabi ni Father, okay, in the first 3 years or so, you won't fit together well. How can a man and woman with different family background, customs, and norms of propriety fit together? They should make effort to fit together until they become one. Kaya nga, lagi nating sinasabi na pag mag-start ng family, hindi naman 100% that everything is already blessing. Okay? We needed to make effort. Why? Because we came from different background. We have to reconcile, okay, the differences that we have, and that should not be the reason why we cannot understand each other. The differences in terms of family background, in terms of custom, and in terms of different norms that we have, that should be an opportunity to discover the possibility of getting to be closer to each other. Kaya nga sabi ni Father, this should make us fit together. The first 3 years should be a year of discovering the possibility of becoming intimate with each other. Adyo po? Kaya sabi ni Father, why do husband and wife fight? It is because each of them tries to receive love from one another, from the other, sorry. Those groups whose members try to receive love cannot last long. A family where everyone tries to receive love will be shattered. But a family where everyone tries to love others will not be shattered. No matter how much someone devotes himself to breaking it down, the love that each tries to give to others is eternal. Kaya nga siguro na-observe natin, yung first 3 years in our relationship as a blessed couple is really a turmoil. It's not just a storm. Okay? Hindi lang siya yung simpleng storm. Minsan pa nga it is a tsunami. Diba? Na parang everything is messed up. Okay? Pero ano ba dapat? Shall we give up or shall we discover the possibility of how to make the storm calm? Yan yung laging sinasabi ni Father sa atin na hindi dapat yun yung maging reason of hindi dapat yun yung maging eternal na relationship. Pero sabi nga natin, 'di ba? After every storm, there is always a sun shining. Tama po ba? Kaya nga, every disagreement, there is always a strong affection between husband and wife. Ma-remember ko tuloy saan ko ba nabasa yan? Sa post sa Facebook na after each fight, there is a strong love relationship between husband and wife. Dapat yung fighting na yon, hindi yun yung maging reason for disconnection, but that should be the reason for us to express more our love towards each other. Yan. Sa Tagalog ba yung sinasabi na after fighting, there is a loving? Tama ba yun? Tama ba yun, brothers and sisters? Yan. Kaya sabi ni Father, okay, bakit nagkakaroon ng fight between each other? It's because nandoon yung mga sometimes nandoon pa rin yung we wanted to receive. Pero hindi dapat yun. Sabi nga ni Father is dapat ang isipin natin is how much I wanted to give love. How much I wanted to express love. So sometimes the reason why husband and wife is because of about the pain of disconnection. Okay? Sometimes we are governed by the pain of disconnection from our family, disconnection from our relative, disconnection from our kung ano yung nakasanayan natin sa buhay. Okay. And these are the reason why. It's not really the fight itself, but it is the disconnection of what we have used to be, what we used to have, and what we used to do. Okay? So how does this connection occurs in intimate relationship? Okay? According to expert, this connection occurs most frequently in intimate relationship when fear or anxiety in one causes a sense of inadequacy in the other. So yun daw yung definition ng or yun yung reason why there is a disconnection because of fear and anxiety that leads towards a sense of inadequacy in the other. Another is there is survival base. Okay, survival based mechanism observed in most social animals, in which fear and anxiety of female members of the pack serve as an automatic alarm system to stimulate aggressive protection behavior in the males. So the better sense of smell and hearing of females make them more sensitive to danger and more suited to be social alarms. So ibig sabihin pala, when we talk about our fear and anxiety, it is a sign. Kumbaga sa medical, sa mga sakit, these are signs and symptoms that we have to do something. Actually, ito yung minsan na, correct me if I'm wrong, Sir Alan. Minsan ito yung hindi natin napapansin na yung mga fear and anxiety ng mga sisters, hindi natin napapansin that this is a alarm system that will give us a sign na we have to do something for our partner. Minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng misunderstanding. Tama po ba, sir?
Seemingly.
Kaya nga sabi nila dito na that should be a defense or alarm mechanism that will give us a hint na uy, parang meron yatang dapat kong pansinin, no? Pero minsan din, 'di ba, sisters, wag din kasi masyado kasi minsan parang meron din kasi yung mga brothers minsan na over nakikita as an OA, kumbaga, overacting. Minsan meron kasing gano'n na perceive ang mga brothers na parang nagpapaano naman to, overacting naman to. Pwede naman hindi gano'n. Okay. So ano ibig sabihin nun? There should be a balance, no? We should know how to equate kasi pag balance kasi mas madali. Wag din for the sisters na nandito, wag din kasi masyadong overreacting or overacting. Pwede naman yung pasimple naman, no? Kasi minsan ang mga brothers kasi hindi sila masyadong mas okay sa brothers yung mga simple lang kaysa yung sobra naman. Pero paano nga ba nga i-act ng mga sisters yun? Actually, ngayon I'm still looking for yung guidance how to reduce yung mga overacting ng mga sisters, and then how to let the brothers also yung paano hindi naman masyadong maging reactive naman yung brothers. I'm still looking for those guidance na ano. And actually merong speech si Father about that, but I'm still looking for it para sa ganon that will be part of our guidance in the future. Kasi minsan, 'di ba? Yun yung minsan nagkakaroon ng disconnection between husband and wife because of sometimes men look at the action of a woman that is overacting, no? Na hindi naman naintindihan ng brother na that is a sign, or that is a parang pagpaparamdam ng sisters na dapat ganito, ganyan. No? Yan. Kumbaga, alam naman natin na ang mga sisters is expression of emotion. Pero ang brothers is expression of power. So, anyway, we can discuss more about that in terms of communication. Kasi meron yung tinatawag doon sa communication na we must become a negotiator and it must be a win-win solution. Yan. Okay? So, katulad ng mga animals, yung fear and anxiety na pinapakita nila, these are alarm system for their survival. It is a survival-based mechanism, and we can observe that in the natural environment that we have. Okay? And that is also true in terms of our building a good relationship for husband and wife. So just because I'm mad doesn't mean that I stop caring. So we should have this kind of mindset. When a female gets scared, the stronger and more expandable male often form a defensive perimeter around the endangered pack. Okay? So ito yung na-observe sa mga animals. Na sa atin naman, in terms of our relationship, pagka meron yung, halimbawa, minsan nga, di ba, minsan meron yung mga sisters na, kunwari, nagagalit-galitan para sa ganun, ano tawag nun? Yung lambingin ng brothers yung sister. Pero meron din minsan yung kunwari hindi nagpapapansin yung brother para kunwari walang pakialam yung brother para pansinin ng sister. Tama po ba? Does it happen, my dear brothers and sisters? Meron pang gano'n mga ano. Pero actually, these are all part of developing raising each other to be more intimate and to be more closer to each other. Kaya we have to have that kind of mindset na just because I'm mad, it doesn't mean that I stop caring. Minsan nga, 'di ba? Why we tend to give a loud voice? Because we wanted to care for them. We wanted to protect them. We wanted to protect most especially our loved one. Tama po ba? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yan. So, in terms of our connection to each other, the human brain is more socially structured than that of any other animal. In us, this primitive interactive mechanism takes more complicated forms that secretly undermine intimate relationship. Ang isa sa mga nagpapahirap in terms of this alarm system o yung survival base na na-observe natin sa environment is sa tao kasi, we tend to put so many explanation about things. Okay? Ang dami nating kino-connect. Most especially pagka marami tayong mga experiences na mga not good in the past in terms of our relationship, we always connect all of these things. Kaya nga minsan pag nagagalit, baka katulad dito ng ganon-ganon. Katulad din ito ng ganon. We always connect. Kasi ang ginagawa kasi ng brain natin is we wanted to give meaning. We wanted to see kung ano yung connection nung mga past experiences natin in the situation that we have. Na pwede naman natin gawing simple na lang. Pwede naman natin na pasimplehan na lang yung the way we understand na yung sinasabi nga natin, 'di ba? Simple is better than to have a complicated understanding of things. Okay. Instead of making a flowery words, why don't we make it is just a one-liner na it is easier to understand and easier to relate with. So we needed to challenge our brain as well. Kasi ang ano kasi natin is our brain wanted to process everything and connect everything. Okay. So it's better for us to make a simple terms and simple connection. Okay? Simple is better. Sabi nga natin, 'di ba? Simple words make lesser mistake. So, ibig sabihin, We don't need to explain so much. Okay? We just need to show it and do it in a simple manner. My brain is bigger than you. Don't be an idiot, darling. Okay? Because we cannot compare each other. We cannot compare the way we synthesize the different, the way we look at things, we cannot make it similar. But the simpler, the better. Ibig sabihin, when we think of things, we should not only be focusing on explaining it, but we have to focus also on how we can feel it better. How we can make it feel better towards each other. Adyo po? Yan. So the primitive interactive mechanism in human intimate relationship, it is confronted with anxiety or fear of a man, of a woman. A man typically respond with protection or support. Okay? So yun yung immediate reaction ng male and female in terms of responding to anxiety or fear. Nandiyon yung protection or support. Yun yung immediate action. Okay? Yan. But the common problem is, but if he does not know how to protect or support, or more commonly, feel likes a failure as a protector, he is likely to turn the aggression onto her, usually in the form of criticism, superior reasoning, control, and others, or rein it in by withdrawing in frustration, stonewalling, or going quiet. Anger or withdrawal by men often stimulate anxiety and fear of isolation in women, even when his anger or withdrawal has nothing to do with her. Kaya nga, ang pinakamahirap sa babae is yung pagbigla na lang tumahimik yung lalaki. Although that is a withdrawal for brothers para hindi na lumaki, pero minsan hindi natin nasasabi na bakit tayo nananahimik. Na yun yung gustong malaman ng mga sisters. Para sa ganun, maintindihan nila na hindi mo ginawa yun dahil in relation to what is the reason why they have a anxiety or fear in a feeling of a woman. Minsan yun din yung common problem sa mga brothers kasi we don't want to talk more because we don't want to make it bigger. Pero dapat maintindihan din ng sister na hindi ginagawa yun ng lalaki because of the isolation, to separate, but they just wanted to make it stop. Pero ang limitation din is, minsan kasi hindi natin nasasabi as brothers. Kaya nga importante rin yung exchange of communication. Na meron yung communication na sinasabi natin na non-verbal communication process. Okay. Hindi man siguro may masabi ng mga brothers, pero dapat maging observant din ang mga sisters na bakit niya nagawa yun. Kaya importante yung sa sisters is you should also be keen observer to the non-verbal cues of communication between husband and wife. Yan. Kaya bakit nagkakaroon ng bigger, lumalaki yung mga bagay na dapat napakasimple naman is because we tend to misunderstand or we tend to neglect some things that is hindi man siguro sinasadya na ginagawa, pero merong mga reasons behind it na hindi natin naintindihan pareho. Kaya the most important is how we should communicate with one another. So it should not be a way for us to separate, or it should not be a way for us to show a disconnection, but the more we should connect to each other. Adyo po? Yeah. Kaya nga minsan, 'di ba, pagka meron yung hindi nagpapansinan, instead na hindi magpansinan, bakit hindi na lang ano tawag nun? Yung maglambingan. Na minsan yung parang paano ba yung ano? Meron kasing one time yung hindi kami nag-usap ni Rhea, tapos ang ginawa ko na lang is yung instead na lumayo ako, hawakan ko na lang yung kamay niya and then titignan, tapos after that mangitian na lang. Na-experience niyo ba yung ganun, mga my dear brothers and sisters? Yung meron yung nasa heated conversation kayo mag-asawa, tapos hindi mo na alam kung anong gagawin mo. And the only thing that you will do is just hold his hands or her hand. And sometimes yung bigla mo na akbayan, kunwari ka pa, alam ko na gusto mo ganito lang. Di ba? Ang gaan ng ganun pag ganun, di ba? Ang gaan ng feeling pag ganun. Instead na palakihin pa yon. So why don't we just resolve it in a manner that we can intimately relate, we can intimately connect to each other. Kaya nga,
Yan the words.
instead of disconnection, we have to make reconnection with one another. Adyo po? Does it make sense, brothers and sisters?
Adyo po.
Yan. Kaya sabi nga ni Father, men and women are opposite in all aspects. Men, a woman are unidirectional, while men are multidirectional. Also, women stay home, while men travel here and there around the world. These are opposite type of personality. Through what do these men and women unite as subject and object partners? They unite through love. It is also love that unites humankind and God. Okay? Kaya nga, instead of always looking for this connection, why don't we build a bridge that will reconnect each other? So ano ba yung bridge of reconnection in terms of disagreement of husband and wife? Number one is reaching the hand of each other. Or even yung whispering, yung pinakamahirap sabihin. Ano ba yung pinakamahirap sabihin in terms of heated conversation between husband and wife? Any guess kung ano yung pinakamahirap sabihin?
I'm sorry.
Ayun.
I love you.
Actually, isa po according to survey is yung I'm sorry, I did not understand what you say. And then next, yung sinabi ni Kuya Alan na para sa ganun, for reconnection and reconciliation is dapat after saying I'm sorry, dapat nandoon yung even though I misunderstand you, I still love you. Adyo po? Yan. So, Father said, when you listen to people's voices, you will find the women's voice have a higher pitch than men. Why were women's voice created to be higher pitch? In terms of physical strength, women are weaker than men. But in terms of heart and affection, women are higher. Then what about men? Men love broadly. Women are higher in terms of love for their husband and children. But men have a deeper heart of love for their relatives and country. This is why we learn from our mother how to love our sons and daughters and our family, and from our fathers how to love the world. To learn too much to one side create instability. A balance is stuck by linking those two kinds of love together. Yan. So yung difference ng men and women in terms of loving, yun dapat yung mag-reconcile, yun dapat yung mag-balance on how to raise each other to become connected to the world and then connected to the family. Okay? Kaya yun laging sinasabi ni Father that we are bridging the gap. We are bridging a stronger affection towards our environment and towards our community. And most especially, bridging connection towards our relationship with our family. Kaya minsan na-observe niyo na minsan yung mga lalo mga sisters, they always as brothers, laging ginagawa ng mga sisters is kinoconnect tayo sa kanilang family. Hindi ibig sabihin na they wanted us to be responsible for their family, but they wanted us to see that they have a family and we have also our family to connect to. Okay. Yan. So in general, according to most experts, in general, a man is likely to stonewall, be critical, defensive, or contemptuous if he experiences, or far more commonly tries to avoid experiencing, feeling of failure or inadequacy as a provider, protector, or as a lover. Okay? Yan. So men avoid feeling of failure or inadequacy. Kaya minsan nagkakaroon ng withdrawal ang mga brothers or even disconnection ang brothers. Pero that should not be. Okay? That should not be the reason why we have to be disconnected. And a woman is likely to be critical, defensive, or contemptuous if she experiences or is reminded of having experienced fear of harm, isolation, or deprivation. So these are the two differences between men and women. Pero ito yung mga challenge for husband and wife. Kaya nga ang conclusion is women fear harms, isolation, or deprivation. Kaya anong ginagawa ng brothers? Kinakailangan ipakita na you are there for the sake of your partner. Okay? And women also think that I'm here to care for you. Kaya nga, ang relationship of husband and wife is a relationship of constant living for the sake of each other without anything in return. Kaya ang perfection of lifestyle of ang perfection of our capacity to live for the sake of others is when we constantly share or give for the sake of our partner. Na even though wala tayong nare-receive, we still wanted to give more. Kaya sabi ni Father, love is simple and foolish. It doesn't care about any situation. If I truly love someone, I am not concerned whether someone is watching us from the side. A love that is conscious about someone watching is a love within a certain limit. How simple and foolish is the love that doesn't care whether someone is watching. Diba? Kaya when we talk about love and affection, we don't care about the environment. We just focus more on with our connection with one another. And regarding the harm of not understanding or interactive dynamics, okay, sometimes ito yung tatlong reason: continue to provoke anxiety and shame, think that they have a bad, insensitive, or selfish partner, or endpoint is to give up a relationship. Ito yung common na ma-observe natin sa environment natin in terms of relationship of husband and wife. If the couple does not understand this unconscious interactive dynamic, they will think they have a communication problem and will likely to continue to provoke anxiety and shame in each other. As they try to talk, they will begin to think that they have a bad, insensitive, or selfish partner, and eventually give up on the relationship without understanding the primitive emotional mechanism that did the real damage. So minsan, most especially in outside our community, or even sometimes it happens in our community, na we don't mind sometimes yung mga tinatawag nating interactive dynamics. We don't want to listen, we don't want to talk, we don't want to share with one another. Yun yung isa sa mga hindi ko ma-breakthrough in terms of kasi meron one time na we are resolving a issue of husband and wife. Ang hirap yung isang brother ayaw niya makipag-usap dun sa sister. Yung sister naman ayaw niyang kausapin yung brother. Okay? Na kung titingnan natin, ang resolution lang naman is kailangan nila mag-usap. Kailangan nilang umupo at mag-usap without any connection of what had happened in the past, and they just start to interact once again. Pero minsan yung mga unconscious na ayaw nila makipag-interact, tapos ayaw na rin makapag-communicate. Okay? And then ayaw na rin nilang malaman, minsan sabi nga, ayoko na marinig yung explanation niya. Ayoko na rin intindihin yung explanation niya kasi palagi na lang ganun. Okay? Na ang naging endpoint is yung separation. Kaya ito yung rene-reconcile natin. Kaya nga laging sinasabi ni Father na ang center of relationship of a blessed central family is not either money, either knowledge or power, or even raising kids, but it is the intimate connection to build a harmonious relationship to manifest God. And how to do it? there should be a continuous interactive understanding with husband and wife. Okay? Kaya nga sabi ni Father, di ba? If an issue arises, it should be resolved within 3 hours. Pag hindi ma-resolve within 3 hours, merong possibility na it can be up to 3 days. Pero if it goes beyond 3 days, sad to say, napakahirap kasi magkakaroon ng additional na magiging cause of misunderstanding and issues. Kaya nga, pinaka-importante is dapat magpapag-usapan kaagad and ma-resolve immediately. And how to resolve it? It is creation of reconnection with one another. Instead of disconnection, instead of withdrawal, we have to be reconnected with one another. Aju? So this particularly tragic because the fear-shame interaction is not the result of one party doing something to the other. It happens to them simultaneously. If they do not blame it on each other, they can work together to disarm what is really primitive pre-verbal dynamic. Okay? So instead of a disconnection, instead of creating walls, we needed to bridge. We needed to reconnect. And we needed to reconcile. Okay? Kasi lahat ng bagay, sabi nga, nadadaan sa mabubuting usapan. Minsan nga, yung napakalaking problema ng mag-asawa, nasosolusyonan ng simpleng paghawak ng kamay para magtulungan at isaayos ang mga bagay sa paligid natin. Kaya sabi ni Father, do you think the problem of divorce come up between people who love each other? Considering the fact that those who have divorced or who want to divorce all once had a loving relationship transcending life and death, there is something wrong. There can be many reasons for divorce, but it ultimately signifies that something has changed, something between two people. It happens because they fail to maintain and cultivate their love. Love itself does not change, but people's heart change. Okay? So ang problem is, it's not because of something else or somebody else. It is because of the changes of our affection and connection with one another. So the solution is, first, we must train ourselves to remember that we care about each other, most especially in the midst of disagreement. Okay? So even though there is a disagreement, we have to think that we are destined to take care of each other. Sabi ni Father, you thought you would be happy after meeting your husband, but there are bad times as well. You should not hope for good things only. Would it be good to be bathed in sunlight continuously for 24 hours? There must also be nighttime. Isn't it natural that something that is high comes down? So sometimes merong high, merong low. So we should not only aim for the high, but we should be prepared to make the lowness to come to be a high. Okay? We have to be the one that will balance everything. And if we continue, sabi ni Father, if you are a couple that is bonded by the strong power of love, you should feel joy and have love for your partner, no matter what he or she does. If a wife say that she hates her husband's smell, or the husband think or feel that he doesn't like the way his wife's body moves, this is because the couple has not realized complete love. Such a couple has come together for a certain purpose that is to their own advantage. Okay? So pagka tinitingnan natin yung physical picture ng each other and we cannot accept, ibig sabihin, there is something problem with that within us. We cannot love. One time there is a Japanese sister na sinasabi niya sa akin na I really cannot love. I cannot eat balut. Sabi ng sister. Pero yung tinanong ko, do you really want to love Philippines? Sabi niya, yes kuya, I am willing to die for the Philippines. So if you will eat balut, you will not die. But you will come to learn to love Philippines. Kaya sabi niya after ng discussion namin, sabi niya, "Oh, dapat pala i-overcome ko yung fear of eating balot. Hindi pala ayaw kong balot, ngunit natatakot akong kumain ng balot." Kaya the next day, sabi niya, nung nagpunta ulit ako sa kanya, sabi niya, "Kuya, can we eat balot?" Di ba? Sabi nga ni Father, if you wanted to love your partner, okay, you must learn how to love even those worst things that we can see with our partner. Okay? Kasi bakit we hate sometimes? Because hindi naman talaga, hindi yun yung love. But we don't want to try. Aju? Okay? So we have to think that even when we fight, I will always love you. We have to have that kind of mindset and heart set. Even though in the midst of our disagreement or disconnection, we are here to love each other. Sabi nga, I know we sometimes drive each other crazy, but you are the best thing in my world. And sabi nga kanina, we have to always think that and say to each other that we love each other. Okay? Kaya sabi ni Father, when a husband and wife live together, when a husband and wife live together, they're happier if they experience hurricanes, rainstorm, and thunder as part of the ups and downs of life, and pursue the ideal of love while experiencing such diverse feeling rather than living comfortably throughout their whole life. So yung mga disagreement, yung mga disconnection, actually these are all rains, hurricanes, storms that comes into a relationship. But it doesn't mean na we have to separate from each other. This should be a one that will make us more closer together. Yan. Okay. So sabi nga ni Father, a husband and wife, be sincere enough to complete each other in heart and faithfulness. Then you will overcome any imbalance. Okay? So no matter what situation we are in, no matter we are in a strong fight of difference in terms of economic resources and in terms of power, in terms of our intimate relationship with one another, the most important thing that we should have in our mind is we complete each other. Because man completes woman and woman completes man. We are just half of God's personality. And once we are in an intimate relationship or harmonious relationship with one another, that's the time that we are showing God's personality to our children. So my dear brothers and sisters, I hope that with this guidance coming from our two parents in terms of a turmoil in our relationship, we can still see a blessed day, loving each other, and then offering our love to our two parents and to our Heavenly Father. Heavenly parents. With that po, I hope na we can have a celebration of Father's Day with our husband, with your husband sa mga sisters. And we as brothers, we can enjoy becoming a father to our family and to our children. Naimbag na bigat. Good morning to everybody po.
Oh, thank you so much, Sir Randy. Let's give a hand to Sir Randy. Virtual clap po. Thank you po. It's a very wonderful, wonderful and amazing lecture once again to remind our great responsibility. Or we believe that relationship between husband and wife is the starting point of the kingdom of heaven, which we call a starting point for us to build also our ideal family as the building blocks for the kingdom of heaven, right? So I believe that everybody is very, very inspired while listening. Ito na yung substantialization of the gospel itself. This is now the way for us to really substantialize what true parents have been teaching us in the divine principle. So nandito na tayo sa pinaka-challenging part and how to apply what we call true love, an amazing true love. So I can see many are coming in also, and then no need for us to. I will not be the one to introduce you. Upon calling you, I believe that we are very inspired upon calling your name before giving your reflection, because this is now the reflection time. This is also the way for us to do here in the education education department activity like this is after the lecture of our education head of the BFD, then we will be sharing also our inspiration. And through our inspiration, that's also our inspiration that we could give to others who are here and even in the YouTube. Because not only the lecture, but also we are also inspiring through our sharing. So I hope you enjoy, and I want to remind everyone this is live on YouTube, so we can also limit our time to share so that everybody can share, and then also we can also be sensitive of what we will be sharing, because it is public. It is live on YouTube. Just a great reminder for each and everyone. So I'll be calling names, and then you will introduce yourselves so that even the long time people joining with us, because we are, I think this is almost 1 year, Sir Randy, no? That we have started this.
More than a year na po, ma'am.
More than a year. And then others is still questioning why 3 o'clock, and we are enjoying it. We are enjoying it. Then we can really feel how valuable waking up early in the morning, sharing like this. And very refreshing. And still with that more than 1 year being together in sharing, then you can also review our other sessions in our past YouTube that we have. Yeah, it's very educational. So we are so grateful to Sir Randy, that is always a very powerful giving lecture and always full of wisdom. He's guided by Heavenly Parent to share to us also. So shall we start? So we just welcome you all. Doc Alan, Sister Relina, Sister Rennie, Sister Amy, Sister Jeanette, also Sister Maria Rossi. Please open your kung pwede po tayo mag-open ng camera habang nag-ausap po tayo. And then Brother Fulgencio de la Cruz, Kuya Fulgencio. And sa mga tatay dito, Happy Father's Day. So let's start. Shall we start? I would like to call on Kuya Fulgencio. Unahin natin yung mga fathers ngayon, kasi it's their day. Hello po. Good morning.
So hindi pala always ladies first, no?
Yung pa muna ngayon kasi it's your
Father's Day.
okay po. It's your time and it's your moment, Kuya Fulgencio. One of our Chombo pictures. Take it away po.
Hello, morning.
Morning po.
Actually, nakalimutan ko talaga yung schedule. Humabol ako, ewan ko kung may kalagitnaan na, pero mga 20 minutes lang. Anyway, actually, napakaganda itong ino-organize ninyong ito, Sister Tere. Napakagandang education ito. Nga lang, hindi pa acquainted o alam ng lahat na merong ganito. So maybe sa isip ko mag-invite no sa mga kilala mag-attend ng ganito. So ang paka-educational, really ito para sa mga chonbo talaga, di ba? Mga education. para ma-share din natin sa nasa paligid natin. So, yun lang naman ang masasabi ko. Siguro I have to review again kung may, di ba may YouTube naman to. Kasi kanina titik ako ng notes at nag-screenshot ako. Okay. Yun lang naman masasabi ko, Happy Father's Day. Sa background ko, pagkagising ko, mayroong nihanda sila rito, hindi ko alam, sa sala. Kita ko rin si Kuya Alan pala. Happy Father's Day, Kuya Alan. Tayo lang ba dito? Dr. Randy, Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day to you.
Yun lang
Thank you,
naman.
Kuya.
Happy Father's Day. Thank you po, Kuya. Thank you
Thank you.
so much. Yeah. Yung sabi nga na, if you are full of inspiration, limited ang salita eh. Kaya I know deep inside of Kuya Fulgencio, he learned a lot, even that's a very short period. But the important thing is, we really appreciate how valuable this lecture again, or this sharing that you have. So let's welcome another one to share. Actually, before we go on with that, Kuya Fulgencio is one of the Chumbo Victors, and I believe yung sabi niya kanina na this is a very valuable thing also for the Chumbo Victors to really have this kind of lecture, because this is now the application. Because another challenge again for the relationship of husband and wife. So always keep going on and educate. It's not for only elders, but it's also for the younger ones also to learn. We learn from the younger ones. We also learn from the elder ones while we are sharing. So thank you so much, Sir Kuya Fulgencio. Thank you po. Maraming salamat for sharing.
Appreciate to Dr. Randy.
So again, let's welcome Dr. Alan Cadano. Thank you so much po. Palagi pong tinatanong kung kailan na naman maulit. So this is it. Every first and third Sunday of the month na po pa tayo. So let's welcome Dr. Alan Cadano po from Japan.
Yeah, thank you. I hope I'm audible. I'm just using a small microphone here. Yeah, actually, this is my second time. And I really regret, why only now? Why only the other Sunday that I know about this? Kasi nga, sa mga ganitong senior citizen, once they go to the toilet, and after that, he no longer could go back to sleep. So I was thinking, bakit ngayon ko lang nalaman ito? Meron palang ganito. I think it's a problem of marketing this activity. But it's not really a problem. Kasi sa akin naman, kahit it's 3 o'clock, I'm used to it. Kasi nga, after iihi ka, ganitong edad, hindi ka na makakatulog eh. More than that, after my operation, andito na ako sa bed. I could not do something more. Even until now, I'm still on my bed. Hindi naman gulay. But I'm just meditating after going from the like it. Sabi ko, bubuelo nga ako dito kasi Father's Day naman ngayon. 5 reasons, 5 reasons. One is money, then sex, and then yung pangatlo, raising the children, then pang-apat is house chores ba yun?
In-laws.
In-laws po.
In-laws, and then last was ba yung number 5?
Housework. Yeah.
Okay. So before, I could say money talaga, because it was one of the reasons, or major reason kung bakit lumaya si Mrs. from Philippines back to Japan. Even though we've been staying dun sa Philippines, sa La Union, for 10 years. Lahat ng mga anak namin made in the Philippines. Eh. So after na pumunta siya ng Philippines, talagang hindi siya nakauwi-uwi. And only after 10 years, si Bunso, mga 5 months pa lang si Bunso noon nung talagang umuwi siya rito. Kami, na, but she did not tell me na yun na pala, final na pa yun sa kanya. And I was just told na bibisita lang kasi gusto daw ng mga in-laws ko na makita yung mga apo nila. And I was just with that. Kaya I said, okay, there are 2 months vacation. Pero nung pauwi na kami, ayaw na niyang pumayag bumalik. Sabi ko, patay. Tinanong ko siya bakit. Sabi niya, ang dami na nating anak. Yung sildo mo, hindi na kaya buhayin yung 5 anak mo. Sabi ko, patay. Andito yung number 1. Kaya sabi ko naman sa sarili ko, ikaw naman nagyayayay, nadagdagan natin to. May 3 lalaki na, tapos sabi mo, babae naman. Sabi ko, ewan ko nga. Sabi ko, sige nga, subukan natin. Hanggang naging 5, tapos susuko pala siya. Sabi ko, ayun, tinamaan sa number 2.
Puro lalaki ba, kuya?
Anyway, at my age, wala na yun. And particularly on my situation, hindi na problem sa akin yung number 1, number 2, or even number 3, yung raising the children. But actually, si Mrs., kahit nakagabi lang pagdating ko rito, kasi we were practicing a choir for a certain church organization, activity dito sa local Japan church. Pero nung dumating ako, sabi niya, baka hindi nasasali yung 3 anak natin sa blessing. So I was thinking na, andito na naman ito. Baka mag-argue-argue na naman kami rito. Kaya agad-agad, kasi mag-alas 12 na rin eh. Hindi pa kami nakapag-closing prayer. Ay sabi ko, let us pray muna kasi alas 12 pasado na. Tapos huminga siya ng malalim. Tapos, sige na, mag-pray na tayo. Then she joined me in I think her heart was not really for praying. Kaya lang it was successful that after the prayer, she keep her silent. Actually, napag-usapan namin ng isang brother na maswerte daw ako. Sabi niya, Kuya, buti ka nga, 2 anak mo ang blessed na. Kami rito, wala pa. Kahit na yung leader natin dito sa Japan, wala pa. Much more na yung isang anak mo, naging chonbo na. Sabi ko, may 3 pa nga ako eh. Okay na yun. Kami nga rito, kahit isa, wala pa. Ang hirap i-convince itong mga field job na ito. Yung sinabi niyang field job, sabi ko, ito, cultural differences na naman ito. And I was thinking of that in-laws na sabi niyo. Actually, wala akong problema sa in-laws. Ang problema ko is the communication, the language barrier. Mabait masyado yung mga in-laws ko. In fact, mga 3 months kung na dito sa Japan, wala talaga akong mga kahit 1 word man lang na Japanese. Even though nag-aral ako, kaya lang ayaw na ng memory ko eh. Much more na yung mga medicines ko talaga. It will delete my memory. Pero wala akong problema. Doon ako sa kanila eh. Doon ako nag-stay. Kaya sabi ko, ano ba namang buhay ito? Andito ako ngayon sa farm. Sabi ko, sa Philippines, ballpen at saka class card ng bit-bit ko. Ngayon dito, kuliglig. But I enjoyed it kasi my father was a farmer. Yun lang, I never have a trouble with my in-laws. And I think my wife also has no trouble. Pero once lang sila nag-meet eh. Pero yung house church naman, ito minsan ang struggle ko rin dito. Kasi gusto ko na lang yung orderly. Kasi nga ba naman sa Chongpyong, ang sabi doon, once na malinis yung bahay mo, the good spirits are there. Pero pag bara-bara, mga ano dito, kalat na kalat, andun daw yung bad spirit. Eh yung mga Hapon naman, gusto nila na pagpasok nila sa kwarto, agad-agad makita nila yung hahanapin nila. Kaya ang nangyayari, ukay-ukay ang dating dun sa kwarto. Sabi ko, kapangit naman ito. No? Kaya sabi ko, warehouse naman itong kwartong ito. Yun ang isang struggle ko dito sa house church. Pero I cannot do it. Anyway, just my parting word. Siguro sa mga early married, andyan yung 5. Pero yung number 1, number 2, actually, buti na lang nagkasakit ako. Kasi nung nagtatrabaho ako, bigay ko yung salary ko sa asawa ko, he will just smile. Pero sabi ko, wala bang kiss? And he never kissed me. Ganun pala mga Hapon eh. Hindi sila malambing, hindi sila romantic. Ayun, nagbibilang na ng pera. Tapos sabi ko, wala bang kahit piso sa akin dyan? Anyway, sabi ko, bahala ka sa buhay mo dyan. Bahala ka sa buhay mo dyan. Kahit piso, wala na akong napiko na nakuha rito. Pero it's okay. Kayo naman nakakalam dito sa Japan eh. Pero that's it. Ang number 1 talaga rito is communication. Yung sabi naman ni Randy ng, ano yung tanong mo kanina? How to yung dinidiscover mo pa? You want to discover na between husband and wife ba na yung sa'yo sabi mo, hinahawakan mo na lang na
Yung instead of disconnection, building reconnection.
Yeah.
Tapos yung way of is just holding hands or even just whispering, saying sorry and I love you.
That's really one very challenging here dito sa mga skill job. Kasi yung sinabing withdrawal dyan, we cannot just face them and talk to them kasi wakaranay kami, hindi namin maintindihan yung isa't isa. Kahit magpaliwanag ka, hindi nila maintindihan. Kaya struggle ka talaga because of this language barrier. Eh, dakdak na siya ng dakdak. Tapos gusto mong makinig, ano bang sinasabi nitong babaeng ito? Kasi hindi mo naintindihan. Parang gusto ko na lang magpasalamat. Sabi ko, buti lang hindi ko maintindihan. Pero ang ingay eh. So what I did, talagang lalabas na muna ako kaysa I will be shouting to her. No? But what I think, it's not really withdrawal for me. I'm not also washing my hands. Kasi sabi ko, kaysa masampal ko itong babaeng ito, baba na muna ako, labas na muna ako, and I go with walking until mag-simmer down na yung emotion ko. And then, after mga 10 minutes, ganun din eh. Babalik ka rin sa bahay, gusto mong uminom ng tubig. No? Pero anyway, pag nakabalik na ako, silent na siya. Sabi ko, tama nga. May anxiety na siya doon na nag-silent na ako doon. Sabi ko, relate ako dito. Pero it's okay. Anyway, that's all. Para medyo mahaba na ito eh. Thank you.
Thank you po, Doc Alan. Let's give a hand to Doc Alan. Yeah. We have different overcomings. We have also different strategies. At the end, babalik pa rin tayo doon eh. True love pa rin. True love pa rin ang pinapanghawakan natin to keep going on. Kaya let's find our comfortable way and how to overcome, and then on how to really unite. If you want to go out first and then come back, and then it that is the moment for you to overcome, then that's good. And if you also want to hold and embrace na habang halos hindi na makahinga, kung yan ang way din natin na hindi ma-trigger yung pag-aaway, then do it. So let's have we have our own unique ways and how to really overcome, and importante dito is at the end, true love pa rin ang mag-prevail for us to keep going on. So thank you, Doc Alan. Thank you so much. Mamaya na si Sir Randy. Siya na ang mag-final word mamaya. So here, may I request or may we have a volunteer to share from the women? Is there any volunteer? Volunteer na lang tayo. I will not be calling. But everybody will have the chance to share. Anyway, we have much time. It's already 4:39 and we have until 6 o'clock man po tayo. So we have all the time. So volunteer po tayo ngayon. Sino po? Just unmute yourself sa mga women. In response to the reflection of our fathers here. It's their day. It's their moment. So, parang may nagsalita si Sister Renee.
Yes, ate. Good morning. Good morning po. I'm really sorry for today.
Just first yourselves para at least everybody can din dito yung mga baguhan din tayong pumasok po.
Good morning po to everyone and happy Father's Day to
Thank you. Thank
our
you.
elders. Happy Father's Day, Kuya Jo.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy to see you. And I'm sorry, yung last na lang yung nahabol ko, but it really struck. Sorry, I have to introduce myself first. So I'm Renee Tangonan Fujimoto. So I'm 40 million blessing
From Isabela.
from
Isabela.
Kababayan si Kuya Jo. Si Ate Relina. Ate Relina from Isabela too. And Sister Randy from Region 2.
Yes, Cagayan.
Kana dito.
And now I'm in Hiroshima, Japan, living with my family. So for my reflection, actually yung last na lang yung nahabol ko, but just seeing the title, Marriage Problems, Why Couples Fight. So it's really the reasons indicated a while ago by Kuya. Sinabi ni Kuya Alan, inulit niya yung reasons, 5 reasons. So it's really, yun talaga yung mga rason. And of course, yung mga cultural backgrounds natin. So actually, to be honest, nung una, when we first started family with my husband, kinausap kami actually ng in-laws ko. They even invite yung siblings ng father-in-law ko to talk to me, and they wanted to make us separated. Gusto nila paghiwalayin kami ng asawa ko because sila is really very old this concept ng Japanese na wherein Japanese is for Japanese, like that. yun yung very yung mindset nila, kaya they don't want to entertain international foreigner, parang ganun. That's why they wanted to, kung pwede lang, mag-separate kami ng asawa ko. So, but doon ko rin na-discover na my husband didn't told to his family na kinasal pala kami sa Pinas. And really, then nung sinabi ko na we already married sa Philippines, so I will not give up our marriage, sabi ko. So wala silang magawa, they are the one who give up. Kasi ang alam nila, parang fiancé pa lang ako ng anak nila. Because in Japan, ang especially first son and the only son, yung asawa ko, it's very important na may consent ang parents nila. But in the case of my husband, hindi kasi niya sinabi because it's in our sa church natin, ang in Japan kasi very negative ang church ang image ng church sa mga tao. So kaya pala hindi sinabi ng asawa ko na gano'n na ikakasal kami, kasi he's thinking also na pag nagsabi siya sa parents-in-law ko, baka hindi siya papayagan. That's why nagsarili na lang siya. Kaya yun yung first and biggest na hurdle namin at the first place, nung bago pa lang kami dito. And of course, but even language barrier. So actually, nung nag-uusap kami, I'm using dictionary that time, Japanese English dictionary. So it's really, kaya kahit dictionary lang yung gamit ko noon, I really fight na we are already married in the Philippines. So I cannot give up to their son. Kaya ang naging decision ng parents, ng father niya, is kung ako ang pipiliin ng asawa ko, then we have to move out at hindi na kami babalik doon. Hindi na kami aapak doon sa bahay nila. So my husband decided to rent an apartment. So ganun kami nag-start. But what I did is that kahit ang lifeline ko lang noon is that my mother-in-law is, kahit anong decision ng anak niya, sabi niya kung saan masaya yung anak niya, then she will support my husband. Kaya siya lang yung naging connection ko in my in-laws. So from her, I started na nag-offer ako ng during birthdays talaga, and may mga holidays dito, and Mother's Day, Father's Day, I really hindi ko na miss talaga nagbigay ng gifts sa kanila. So and then tsaka lang kami nakabalik doon sa bahay nila after na yung naipanganak ko na yung first son namin. So that's the only time na ni-welcome kami ng father-in-law ko sa bahay nila. And then from that moment, ayun na yung nakakapunta na kami sa bahay nila. And then until such time na nag-stay kami doon sa bahay nila, and then I really show yung first na yun na stay namin. Ako talagang naglinis ako sa background nila, ganon. So I really served them. Then siguro doon yung nakita ng father-in-law ko yung sincerity ko sa kanila. And then he appreciated me na yung service ko, then to the point na binigyan pa niya ako ng isang lapad kasi naglinis ako sa nila, garden nila, ganon. So doon ko na yung turning point na maybe he already accepted me. So really, and yun yung victory na so isa pang inaayos ko this time is the relationship ng father-in-law ko and my husband. Still very far pa rin yung damdamin nila as father and son, kasi nga yung nangyari siguro may lamat pa rin, kaya I was the one who are really making effort for them to really reconcile again. Though nagpupunta pa rin kami doon, but yung relationship daw nila hindi pa nagbalik ng dati, sabi ng asawa ko. And also, at least this time, 20 years, still we are still growing with my husband because of those differences we have. Pero yun nga, because of the principle, at least we keep on going despite of those differences. So yun lang siguro, and thank you so much for this opportunity, and happy Father's Day also. Okay.
Let's give it to Sister Rennie. Congratulations, Sister Rennie, for the continuous overcoming. This is now the very main reason why we have this group, because unveiling all our pains and everything, that everybody could also appreciate your victories, because you've come to this point, you bring success and more success to come to your family itself because of that great foundation. Yeah, because of the principle, we could hold on and we can really keep going on. Kaya maganda itong we learn from you also. We can really appreciate, and nakita ko rin sa Amy, lumuluhan na, papaluhain mo naman kami more and more. Yeah, but that's all. Yeah, that's the beauty of, we are one family under God, and we need to learn from each other, and from the pains, even the joys and happiness of each and every one. This will become our happiness also, to know each other as brothers and sisters and lifting up each other. Your victory is our victory. That's the way of our life now. Kaya nga itong BFD Education Department actually is looking for each one to really appreciate this kind of program. Nasabi nga namin ni Sir Randy na never give up. Kahit dalawa at tatlong taong mag-join, but the commitment to really have this is really very worth po ang natin. So just please help us to share this good news about this program, even it's early in the morning. I believe this is a way for us to really offer more our lives to God and to parents habang tayo po may opportunity. Maraming salamat po. So let's welcome Ma'am Relina, kasi she will be leaving down ng 5 o'clock. So let's give a chance for her to share also her inspiration. I believe marami siya rin mga ginintuang aral na pwede natin ding masuyok sa morning na ito. Good morning, Ma'am Relina. Let's welcome her.
Good morning po. Tagal ko pong hindi naka-attend. So, natuwa po ako. Nagising ako mga 3:30. Sabi ko, di ba meron, sabi ni ngayon. siguro ngayon yun. So, try ko lang siya, sabi ko gano'n. So, 3:30 na po ako nakapasok. So, and it was really a great welcome. Tapos nagulat ako dun sa PowerPoint. Ay, ano yung PowerPoint na yan? Parang gano'n. Parang familiar ako. Familiar ako sa PowerPoint. Ang ganda-ganda pala niya. Parang pag si Sir Randy nag-present, hindi ibig ko sabi. Natuwa ako sa PowerPoint. Ay, ba't ganun yung PowerPoint na yan? Ang ganda-ganda. Parang gano'n. So natutuwa ako. Alam ni Sir Randy ko bakit ako. It's a great welcome. Anyway.
Yan po yung pinagawa ko kay Ate Relina na PowerPoint po. Yung presentation.
Tapos sabi ko gano'n pag si Sir Randy pala ang ganda-ganda niya. Tapos yun yung pala kinalabasan niyan. Parang gano'n. Hindi po ako gumawa niyan. Ibig ko sabihin. Pinagawa lang po ni Sir Randy. PowerPoint po lang sa akin. So natuwa ako na ganun pala yung kinalabasan. Anyway, about po sabi ko nga dapat familiar ako dyan dahil parang tagal-tagal ko din ginawa yan. Parang ganun. Pero ang naalala ko lang po kasi is that yung mga problems po, parang wala naman tayong pinag-awayan ng mga husband and wife is wala po tayong, parang walang kwenta yung pinag-aawayan natin. Parang gano'n. Walang kwenta yung pinag-aawayan natin, pero pinag-aawayan natin. So, when my husband died, even yung mga kinakainsan ko sa asawa ko, I miss them. Kasi it's better na may kaaway ka kaysa wala kang inaaway. So, yun po yung so, ngayon po.
Ayos.
Ayun po yun. It's better na may kaaway ka kasi walang inaaway. Yun po yung ayun po yung kaya ko lang. Ayun po yung siguro take away ko and then masasabi ko para sa inyo na better po na kasi kung wala kang kaaway, wala ka na po hindi ka na magagalit, tapos wala ka ng kiss and make up, parang gano'n, di ba? So yun.
Boring, boring.
Opo.
Joke.
Hindi po. Doon mo even yung mga hindi mo gusto, mamimiss mo sa asawa mo. Kasi nga, kumbaga nasanay ka na doon. Nung nandiyan siya, kinakainisan mo nga yun Pero sa totoo lang, yung nihiti yung asawa ko na hindi ko maintindihan kung anong kiningiti niya. Diba? Sabi ko nga, parang yun. Pero those memories lifted, yun yung nakaka-lift sa akin kahit na wala na siya. Na alam ko na nandiyan siya, na alam ko na ningitihan pa rin niya ako kapag malungkot ako, yung gano'n. So mas sabi ko nga, 24 hours na nandyan siya, I just need to be sensitive na that. So, yun lang po. Thank you and good morning and happy Father's Day po sa lahat ng tatay and lalo na po kila Kuya Joe, Sir Cadano, and of course to our mentor, Sir Randy. Sige po. Meron po kasi kaming third 21 days po na settlement ng Tunsimwon Palace dito sa Taguig. So we will be starting at 5:30 a.m. Kaya kailangan ko pong umalis. Pasensya na po. I will be missing you and sana po palagi kong maalala na may 3 o'clock. May 3 o'clock. Salamat po.
Thank you so much, Sister Relina. Ma'am Relina, thank you so much. Let's give a hand to her. Halo-halo mga natin dito, mga sample ng buhay. Yung na-value niya ang kawalan ng asawa, nang namatay ang asawa niya. Na mas maganda daw na merong inaaway kaysa yung walang inaaway. This is another learning again for us. So let's value the presence of our partners while we are still living together. Yung sabi na Sister Ma'am Relina nga na mas maigi na lang na meron kang inaaway kaysa yung walang inaaway. Kasi ngayon wala na siyang inaaway. Kasi nasa spirit world na siya. So anyway, we're so grateful and thankful again for that great moment that we have. Thank you, Ma'am Relina, also for that insight that you have. We need to really give the value of our time to our partners habang tayo po ay nabubuhay kasi life is so short. Ika nga, physically. But there is life after this life. So again, let's welcome another one. So, sino po ang voluntaryo po dito? I believe si Sister Amy is very inspired also to share. Kanina lumuluhan na siya, pilit niyang tinatago, pero I know, umiyak na siya nagsishare si nakarelate siya kay Sister Rennie. Okay, let's welcome Sister Amy. Welcome.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much, Tita. Good morning, everyone. Happy Father's Day, everyone. Ay, hindi lang pala everyone.
Yes,
Manong
thank you.
Manong Randy, Kuya Alan, and Kuya Jan, thank you so much po. Welcome again. Yes, very relate. But I'm very grateful and thankful for that challenge. Kasi as a unificationist member, maybe because my training, I overcome everything but not all. Yun nga sabi ni Manong Randy, it's better to make action than words. Kaya for me, my challenge, like what I'm my training, ni-pray ko na lang po, tapos pinapakita ko yung with action, with love, with true love. Kaya I'm so thankful talaga sa 3 AM natin na education kasi early, fresh na yung mind na to remind, to grow more, to be matured more. Kaya with a partner, with a husband and wife relationship, it's better to grow each other and to discover each other and to love each other. Although like very difficult to love our enemy, but no choice to need to love our enemy. Like Manong Randy said, the wife is angry or something bad feeling like Manang Ria, she hold the hand, but me, akbay. Akbay and kiss. Kasi yung sa amin naman, ako naman yung magsalita tapos magtahimik. Pero later on, my husband say sorry. Ang action ko silent but I embrace. I'm thankful that and I'm grateful and because sa education po natin lalo na po sa education natin ito sa Zoom, super big learning talaga, not lang sa akin as a youngest but sa elder, na marami talagang ma-discover na kailangan pa po i-develop. And yung sa 5 po na binigay ni Manong Randy, that's true po talaga yon. Pero ako talaga nang dumating ako sa Japan kasi I learned talaga ng stand po talaga sa sarili. Kaya it's discover ko po kung paano po ako mag ng raise ng money. Kaya parang thankful and grateful po ako na parang hindi naman masyado na problem yun sa akin. Tapos by laws, yun naman po sa amin, lang kami eyes to eyes. Hindi po kami makaintindihan each other pero dahil po dahil by heart, by true love, yung laws ko po, sobra talagang service. Basta hindi ko ma-express yung happiness. Sobrang I'm thankful and grateful po ako kasi sa education po talaga natin, talagang kagaya po sa akin, parang be matured na lang po na to understand every situation and pray, although difficult, but and the prayer is very strong, to align to our heavenly parents and true parents. Kaya sa husband and wife relationship is very challenged every day, but it's better to learn and to discover each other because this is a blessing. Yeah. And I like, to feel joy and happiness. Kaya overcome. Overcome po. Kaya maraming salamat po sa through sa Zoom meeting. I discover more myself to be matured more and to understand every situation and to apply, not perfectly, but dahan-dahan to apply to myself, and especially sa household. Very challenged also. But later on, especially this time, like already learn each other how to arrange. Kasi mas light ang tanawin, ang paligid pag everything is arrangement. And kaya parang very challenge po ang sitwasyon ng husband and wife, but because of education sa atin, especially our true parents and education BFD, talagang talaga, papasalamat po talaga ako, Manong Randy and Tita Tere. Thank you so much, and sa lahat ng elder, maraming salamat po, and God bless you and happy Father's Day again po. Happy Sunday.
Thank you, Sister Amy. Thank you so much. Yes, Sister Amy, our life is overcoming. Overcome. Digest and love. Again. So success, at least how many years you are staying now in Japan, and still you're smiling, still you can testify the greatness of your presence there together with your husband. So let's keep growing kasi marami na tayong anak na ma-idolize din tayo, makikita kung anong tama. Kaya overcome lang tayo, and then let's fulfill our responsibility. So again, it's another thing that's from Japan, and let's welcome also one from Thailand. I guess there is from Thailand, Sister Nila from Thailand. Kasi international po tayo dito. Kaya yeah, very beautiful. Let's welcome Sister Nila.
Good morning po sa lahat. Ay, unexpected mo tatawagin ako natin. Okay, I'm Nila Tansyana from Lukban, Quezon. And then, blessed po ako year 1995, 360,000 couples. And then, may dalawa na po akong anak. Then, actually, yesterday I sleep early dahil gusto ko talagang umattend dito, but accidentally may alarm clock, hindi ko narinig kasi naka-bluetooth pala siya. So, nagising na ako dito mga alas 3. So, wala akong naabot. But anyway, I can review to the YouTube. But according sa mga sharing ng our brother and sisters, parang nakarelate din ako lalo na sa kay Sister Rene about parents and about our parents-in-law. Kasi actually my husband, they have a close relationship to his father before, nung hindi pa siya nakaka-join sa church. But dahil nag-join siya sa church, and then actually his parents is na-upset lang dahil on that time nag-work siya, nag-aaral siya. Hindi niya natapos yung kanyang pag-aaral dahil sa pagpo-full time. So para nagkaroon ng affect sa aming relationship din. Actually, I feel yung na nasa parents-in-law ko, hindi nila ako accepted. But anyway, ang sabi ko lang sa sarili ko, if my husband is the one who not accept me, maybe I can give up. But I said to myself na I will try, and then hindi ako susuko kahit anong mangyari. So, andun yung determination ko dahil din na I believe I'm mayroon akong faith kay God, and lalo na sa kay true parents, lalo na sa mga education na binibigay niya sa atin. Kaya I never give up, even though nandun yung hardship talaga na nararanasan ko. I never give up. And then actually I'm happy na meron tayong ganitong education na nagkakaroon tayo ng sharing each other. Not like before na I just keep it on myself. Na I cannot share someone. But I don't know bakit na-miss din ako dahil kasi even sa parents ko, sa family ko, I never share my hardship. So siguro dahil nga andyan si true parents, and then andyan yung faith ko kay God and true parents, I never give up. And then I'm speechless. I cannot express the real happiness talaga, yung parang victory ka na kahit andyan yung hardship mo, hindi ka nag-give up. Na even though na andyan, hindi mo perfect yung relationship mo sa husband and wife or either sa parents-in-law mo, andyan ka pa rin. It means you are also successful. So never give up and just go on. That's it. I thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sister Nila. Never give up. The word never give up. You can only see the beauty of the surroundings if you are on the top of the mountain. But going on the top of the mountain, you need to labor it. You need to give more effort. Kaya overcoming the difficulties as we climb to the highest peak of our life. That is the beauty, and true happiness comes. No? Never give up ang word din na ma-learn natin kay Sister Nila's inspiration. Let's give a hand to Sister Nila. Thank you, Sister Nila. So we have another one, Sister mag-call na lang ko ha. Kaya, Sister Maria Rossi Sister Maria Rossi, would you mind to please open your camera, sis? Sister. Hello, good morning. Sister Maria Rossi, first time po niya ngayon. So let's welcome her with a round of applause. Okay.
Salamat. Ngayon ko lang kayo nahanap. Ako'y palabas na. Actually, hapon dito sa akin, hindi umaga. Nandito ako sa Washington State.
Oh, nakapunta na tayo sa
Other
US.
side of the world, yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, salamat sa presentation. At salamat sa effort nyo. I did not know, isang taon na kayong nag-e-effort.
Sister Rosie pala yan. Ay, I know, yung face niya.
Rosie Moyongo.
I remember your face.
So I belong to 30,000 couples. So mag-celebrate kami ng 30 years ngayong August. And yeah, anong aking i-share. I appreciate the lecture, the presentation, and ang pinaka-appreciate ko doon is yung words ni True Father na sabi niya, we complete each other, husband and wife complete each other. So, yun palagi yung aking pinanghahawakan na I complete my husband and my husband completes me. Kung wala siya, kulang ako. Kung wala ako, kulang siya. So, yeah, I think that is what helps me to really continue with the course of being a blessed family, being a blessed couple. I don't know, baka may memory problem lang ako, but I don't have much memory of the struggle. Siguro kasi sa akin natural yun. I always say it na natural lang na mayroong situations na hindi nagkakaunawaan minsan-minsan. Pero palagi, bago matapos ang araw, ayun, kailangan bati kami. Kailangan na nagkaigit na kami. Hindi kami natutulog nang hindi kami kung may tampuhan ay hindi mangyayari na kami tutulog nang hindi kami nag-usap. So, ayun. And the reason for that is kasi nga, ayun, sira talaga yung araw kapag meron kaming hindi pagkakaunawaan. And I really feel so uneasy kapag mangyayari na gano'n. And I don't know, it's just, I just really can feel it na malaki yung ano ng husband ko, yung his presence kapag kayong wala, yung hindi lang kayo magkaintindihan. Like just recently, there is this situation na actually tumawag siya sa akin, and then meron siyang, kasi magkasama kami sa trabaho. He is we are both program managers sa pinagtatrabahuhan namin, but I am a QA manager, so bale ako yung nagko-quality assurance ako, so I check their works including his work. So bale doon, I have to give my my assessments kung doon sa mga trabaho niya. And I sent him an email telling him about the problems that were there in his place of work. And then he kind of complained to me kasi natapos na pala, naayos na pala niya yung lahat ng aking lista. And it so happened that at that time I was having another meeting, and he was complaining, and he was like, at some point we're both raising our voice, and then pag ano ko, I feel like I cannot deal with it. I hang up the phone, and he just felt like it was so bad of me to do that. So he was really upset with me. And yeah, yung ganung sitwasyon na hindi niya ako kinausap. Dumating siya ng bahay, ayaw niya magsalita. I just know that something is wrong. Kahit na tinawagan ko siya, nag-sorry ako, and everything in-explain ko sa kanya why I had to hang up. It's because I have to attend to another meeting, and then I really cannot take the call. I mean, I don't like to be having the arguments while I need to go to another meeting. And then, yeah, he just, I know na, nandun yung niya na, yung sinasabi ni Randy na, yung hindi daw, yung parang, ano ba yun, yung fear and anxiety, tapos yung isa is, kumbaga merong danger na I forgot the term that he used, but then, kumbaga I guess I was kind of neglecting him. Pero, yeah, anyway, what happened is in the end, Hindi siya sumimik sa akin, pero nung pag sabi niya lang sa akin, he was sorry that he had to cool down. He had to, I have to give him time. Hindi dahil sa hindi siya umiimik sa akin is dahil galit siya sa akin or whatever. Kaya lang, he has these emotions na kailangan niyang i-manage. So, somehow, I thought, kasi sa akin on my side, I always do that, na kapag hindi ako umimik. And hindi din sa hindi ako hindi din dahil sa hindi ko siya mahal o hindi galit ako or whatever. But I have to deal with myself. I have emotions na kailangan kong i-control or i-manage. So anyway, one thing na in the years na nagkasama kami ng asawa ko, ang aking isang natutunan is the fact na most of the time, yung aming problema, hindi dahil dun sa kanya. Yung problema ko hindi dahil sa siya, ang problema niya hindi dahil really sa akin, kundi both of us, we have fallen natures, I would say. Meron kaming mga kailangang ayusin o we have to mature, kailangan naming mag-mature at mag-develop ng sarili namin. So one of them is really learning to manage our own emotions, learning to discipline ourselves, something like that. So it's more on the personal growth. Yung growing namin as two separate individuals, as we grow, nag-grow din yung relationship namin habang na-overcome namin yung kailangan na growing namin as individuals. So, yeah. But really appreciative of this. I hope I can have another opportunity to join you. And I think the materials are very useful. It needs to be shared to many other blessed families. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Rosie. Let's give a hand. Another learning for us again, overcoming our own emotions by keeping silent. Individual overcoming. Yeah, it's really true, no? If we deal with our emotions at instant, just carried by our emotions, not good things happen. So better to deal with it first before we talk. So that's the learning also that we have learned, we have from Sister Rosie. Thank you so much for having with us also this morning, Sister Rosie. Our schedule is every first Sunday and third Sunday of the month po. Kaya I hope you will be with us and please invite more elders. Kasi ito lang yung way natin magkakita-kita. Mula how many years. Kaya na-amaze ako kanina. I've been imagining your face before is yung mapayat. Ngayon, it's ano na ngayon, malubo. So, your name, I don't know your name actually, but your face, I can remember your face. It's cute.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Doble na ako, doble.
Thank you so much. You are in our GC sa parents and blessed parents. Saan po ninyo
Yeah, doon ko nakuha yung link sa blessed parents. I don't know how I got into the group, but I was added to the group. So,
that's the group that
yun namang nagdagdag sa akin doon. Salamat.
Yeah, that's also a group that we are maintaining na where you can also keep in touch with the Philippine activities also. And even Asia Pacific. Sa BFD pa rin po yan po. So, we are all brothers and sisters once again. Saan man sulok tayo ng mundo, nasa US ka man, nasa Japan, nasa Thailand, nandito na po tayo ngayon. Tulong-tulong tayong nag-grow. Ito na yung stage natin ngayon to becoming matured, more than sa idea and theoretical before, theoretical lang natin sa divine principle, but here now it's the application of the principle. And we are learning from each other. Hindi lang sa lecture po, kundi sa sharing ng bawat isa. I feel so amazed. I feel so happy. Nagbubunga na sa Randy ang lahat ng mga investment ng 3 o'clock a.m. So let's invite more elders. we really appreciate if many elders will come in, many different situations, many different experiences to share, and we learn from each other. Ito na yung po yung leading to for us to become Chumbo, helping each other. Not only on the external ways, but we are helping each other to grow in the internal ways. So ito na yung po yung daanan po na natin ngayon as one big family na sinasabi ni True Parents. So saan man tayo, nasa Japan ka o kaya saan ka man, nandito tayo ngayon, tulong-tulong tayo pong nag-grow. Thank you so much for the appreciation also, Sister Rosie. Again, we have more. We have one, Sister Jeanette, then we will take charge also later on with Sister Randy. So let's give a hand to Sister Jeanette. It's your time to shine, Sister Jeanette, from Japan.
Okay, good morning, brothers and sisters, my family. We are one world family under God. So I'm happy to meet you here in the Zoom early morning. And I am Janet Salazar Tadinoma from Cebu, and I grew up in Leyte actually, but born in Cebu. And I was invited in CARP, University of Cebu, and I became full-time before. And I matched to a Japanese of 360,000 couples blessing, and we have 4 children. They already grown up, preparing for their blessing. So our topic for today is about our marriage problems, why couples fight. And our Dr. Randy enumerate the reason why couples fight, because of money, sex, raising up children, in-laws, and housework. And yeah, it's really true. And I want to add more the Dr. Alan's problem, the language barrier, especially among the the international couple. We are here in Japan. They have different language, traditions, cultures, and unlike our culture in Philippines. So I came from Philippines and stay here in Nagano together with Dr. Alan. Magkapitbahay kami dito. Building number 3 siya nakatira. Ako naman sa building number 10. So, malapit lang. Isang lang kami. Isang town. Pero nasa syudad, center. Nagano City. At the middle of the city. Kasi Olympic Village before. So I'm so happy and grateful to receive this guidance, and for me it's very effective. If we before we got married, we became full-time. We undergone a lot of training, fundraising, pioneering. I'm very happy and I feel lucky. I never appreciate that before, but after I married, I really appreciate, and I want also my children to undergo that kind of training, so that once they get married, they can overcome everything. And even together with my husband now, I can say we are not rich people. We are not externally rich. We have nothing, we have no money, but we feel the love of God, our parents, and we feel the love of each other in our family. We are rich in love, and through our witnessing in our neighborhood, we could feel the love of our neighbors, of our brothers and sisters outside and inside the church, and I feel rich, and for me that is enough. I don't seeking for another. Hindi ko na iniisip yung iba pang blessing. Yun ang pinaka the best para sa akin, especially this time na nasa middle age na ako, nasa 53. I'm already 53 years old. My husband also same. And we are only temporary here in this world. And malapit na tayong mag-transfer doon sa spirit world. Kaya ibuhos na natin lahat-lahat kung ano maibigay natin sa providence. Kaya for me, if we only follow our true parents' words, I think not so problem the family, because early in the morning you pray with your family, with your husband, and after we pray, we hug each other and kiss each other. How can you fight? You cannot fight. And yeah, even if we have only simple food, and we during our meal time, I always think our true father in prison before not no only few the food, only one bowl of rice, and he share it to other prisoner. That kind of heart, I have I have my rice, I have my vegetable, I have my meat, I have my fish, and then that time father has nothing. Then I feel very blessed and appreciate. You can appreciate everything if you always connect your life to God and the true parents. And every time we eat together happily, I also think to the people who are victims of war, no food, and to the victims of the calamities, and to the orphans, many people who are suffered a lot. But our heavenly parents, true parents, really take care of the blessed families. Hindi tayo nawawala ng pagkain. Kahit sabihin man natin na napakahirap ang buhay, especially this time na na-COVID yung buong family ko. Kahit ngayon, maano pa yung lalamunan ko. Pero my family, my husband and my children already cured. Ako na lang ang may medyo, masakit pa yung lalamunan ko. Almost 3 weeks already. Na-quarantine yung asawa ko, walang trabaho. But, every day, there's a miracle that God give us in our blessed family. Our church, our brothers and sisters in the church, they're giving us food. They're sharing their food to us. And also, in Nagano City, in City Hall, they're also giving boxes of food. So, no worry about food, because everybody in your surroundings giving you food. That's why I think God not allow you to suffer. Many blessings come. I think alam ni Kuya Alan yan dito sa Japan. We are always have meeting every once a month, and we are sharing. And even if we have no money, I think yes, money is problem if we have no money, but God continuously give us blessings. So I think no problem about that. Then about sex life, if you are always understand the situation of your, because for me, my husband is my superhero, my husband is my idol, he's my everything. If no my husband, I cannot live. So even my husband very tired from the work, and he got sleep, and even cannot touch my hands because very sleepy after our closing prayer. I only look at him, and really my tear come down. I'm very sorry for my husband. Very hardworking for our family, and I feel that's the beauty of being a blessed family. Then my husband only say, "I'm sorry, I sleep last night. I never talked to you." Then it's okay. Understand the situation. Then my husband, I really appreciate everything, because even in my when I experienced the COVID, I cannot get up. I feel dizzy, and everything my head, everything my body very pain. Then my husband tried to cook we have not food that time, but he cooked lugaw in Japanese okayo. Then only that I really happy for my husband watching him cooking for that lugaw, and he put one omnibushi. I'm very happy already how my husband take care of me, and then asking me, "Are you okay?" I that's a very for me that's very wonderful, and I feel I'm the queen of the family, and my husband serving me. Yeah, ewan ko naranasan nyo ba yan? Kaya I'm very appreciate and grateful to my husband. And never I receive pain words. Always nag-aalala, always kahit kunting bagay man lang maibigay niya sa akin, kahit isang chocolate o isang candy, talagang appreciate ako, natutuwa ako sa kanya. Alam ko wala siyang pera, pero at least pag uwi niya may kahit isang banana na maibigay o isang onigiri. Kaya tuwa ako sa asawa ko. Kahit meron siyang mga pasalubong sa akin na mga simple na bagay, pero hindi ko makakalimutan at lagi kong naalala at namimiss ko lagi yon. Kaya for all the blessed family, no worry. Kahit sa in-laws ko, nag-struggle din sila kasi wala kaming maibigay. Pero anyway, my husband always communicate, calling them all the time and giving cards or something. At least for the communication continues. Maybe I'm very lucky and for my husband, and I really appreciate him so much. And also even is my children, may pagkabadlungon din nakikinig, still continuously in the closing prayer preaching my children. Even if they listen or not, nag-cellphone sila o nagigame in front of the altar. I said off the cellphone, off the but my husband it's okay, so no mama, yeah, let them play. Sometimes I also struggle, but anyway, my husband really always comforting his heart. Like no limit. Kaya parang hindi marunong magalit. Pero ako na sa loob ko nag-i-struggle ako sa mga anak ko. Pero anyway, my husband sabi niya, okay lang yan. They are still immature. Please wait until they become mature and understand. Then anyway, they're growing. They're still young. Yeah. Kaya nga siguro ganun. Kailangan mag-wait. Kaya sabi din ni True Mother, please wait for your children to become mature and become responsible. Kaya I'm very happy. Tapos sa mga sharing ng mga brothers and sisters, nagpapasalamat din ako. Ay ganun pala, may mga situation pala na mga ganyan. At least pag ma-encounter ko yan, alam ko na kung paano Pero mas power talaga ang husband and wife if holding each other and really loving each other, centering on God. Kasi pareho kayo ng mind May heavenly parents, true parents. Laging mataas ang niya for the society, for your tribes, for society, nation, for world. Parang no limit siya. Pero pag iniisip mo lang only your family, parang napakaliit. Parang nasa small cage ka lang na hindi ka makalipad sa labas. Pero pag iniisip mo na we are one family under God, under heavenly parents, true parents, parang nakakalipad ka kahit saan. Kahit saan ka punta. At maraming miracles na nangyayari sa buhay natin. Kahit nga itong bahay namin, hindi namin akalain na mailipat kami dito sa Nagano City. Naghihirap din kami noon sa maliit naming apartment. Ngayon, binigyan na kami ng 7th floor. Malaking building. Pero at least kasya naman kami dito ng at may mga kwarto ang mga anak ko. Before wala, isang room lang kami. pero God, I think God always taking care of us. He knows our situation, everything. And I'm so happy that I always feel the love of God, the love of true parents, and many miracles and blessings that we receive every day in our life. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters. That's the only thing that I could share to you this morning.
So much, Sister Jeanette. Let's give a hand to her. Yeah. Okay, that's we learn also from her. She's very inspired with her husband. And then our common base here is everybody passed through the basic course. That's why we could still hold on. So yun yung sabi niya na let's push also our children to experience what we have experienced before, to go on to the formula course. Yan ang isa sa mga ano natin, isa sa mga reason, it's natin bakit tayo nandito pa rin. It's because of the formula course na nadaanan po natin. So ganun din na ang dapat mag-aano ng mga anak natin. So congratulations for having a very good husband. And also because you are also good. Give and take lang yan. So thank you so much, sister. Yeah, we are all inspired with all your sharings. And it's time for me now also to share a little. You see, I know you have already shared a lot. And I'm so inspired. I'm so inspired. We are so inspired. And Heavenly Father is so inspired. We can really see how the beauty of this group. We can really see the value of this group. It is it is an amazing one wherein we want to really multiply more, especially our elder ones. We want to bring that back here through this community that we have now, so that they themselves also can give inspiration to the youngers, and even the younger ones also could give inspiration to the elders. So for me, actually, I'm so happy with I'm Teresita Humawan, Vidad before. So I was much and blessed to very good husband also. From Zamboanga, he's a half Muslim, half Christian. But this time we have already 5 children, and 3 of them now are in the matching and blessing age. My inspiration why we go on with this kind of education is I am so inspired going back to the past na ano natin na we can make all those past experiences become an avenue for us to learn and educate more people in the community of the BFD. This is a commitment, actually, a commitment that the Blessed Family Department needs to really take care also our elder blessed families. Not to take care in a sense na we are the one pampering, but to take care in the sense that we have this kind of group wherein we can help each other. We can help each other. So if we have more projects in the future, we can be more effective because it is rooted by heart. It's not only rooted by externally, but it is planted a root, deep root, wherein it could also grow, and more members will come to appreciate this. Others complain 3 o'clock, yet others really appreciate when you get into it. Before you complain, let get inside and let us see what is the beauty inside of this community. So the challenge then is let's multiply. If you know the close person in your life and you wanted them to be inspired also like you, who are inspired also now, and I can really see everybody is so inspired, then let's multiply, not only us, but let's share the good news. Yung sabi na ni Dr. Allen kanina, bakit daw ngayon lang niya nalaman ito? Bakit niya lang daw niya na-meet ito? Ganon din sa Sister Rosie. It's good for everyone. Really, those who are coming in and always have that appreciation of this kind of community that we have. So in my family, actually, I cannot say, yeah, it's really true. Sabi nga ni Sister Rosie kanina, parang na-amnesia na nga lang ako kung ano yung mga ups and downs ko sa buhay. Ang nakikita ko na ngayon is more on the success of the family itself, most especially the success of our second generation. Na sila yung nagpapakita sa atin na ito na sila, ito na yung kabayaran ng lahat ng ating mga paghihirap at saka mga challenges and labor in the past. It's our second generation. If they themselves will be guided properly and be guided also to receive the blessing, and ultimately we could also receive what we call become chombo families. So yan lang po naman ang longingness natin. Kaya this is a road, this is a way for us to really go to the path of the of Chombo life. So if only more Chombo families, Chombo couples will come inside of this community also, I believe it could help. Di ba po, Kuya Fulgencio? Parang it's really, this is the substantialization of the principle itself. Ito na yun, alam natin ang problema, pera, ang problema, relasyon, pero hindi natin binubukat-kat. Hindi natin hinimay-himayin. Dito nahihimay-himay natin kung papaano natin at puntiryahin yung mga problems na yan, and we can give solution to it. Very clear ang mga solution. It's only on us to discover also ang mga solutions. Not only talking about problems, but we are talking about the solution of the problems. Yeah. So thank you, Sir Randy, for the inspiration. We are praying for more wisdom. May God bless you more, and God will guide you more, and everybody will also be guided. Let's join together once again for the next meeting. So I hope that you could also give us, give the opportunity also to bring one guest, at least man lang, maybe one guest tayo every meeting. Kaya at least we can take care of them also. Let them be inspired. Hindi lang tayo magiging selfish, kundi let's share the blessing. Let's share the good news about this community. And together we can grow. Together we can give joy and happiness to God and to parents. Maraming salamat po. So this time, let's give a hand also to Sir Randy. The final word for Sir Randy. We still have few minutes left before 6 o'clock. So let's give a chance for Sir Randy to give the final word for this morning's session. Let's welcome Sir Randy po.
Okay, happy Father's Day po sa mga tatay, kay Kuya Alan, kay Kuya Jo. Happy Father's Day po. And sa mga husbands na mga sisters na nandito, Happy Father's Day. Yeah, so this is the beauty of meeting together. Actually, I learned a lot. Hindi na i-share sa akin ni Ate Reni yung scenario na yun.
Actually, even my family, they don't know actually. Kaya maganda sa akin lang, I can even share to my family. Kaya nabulok sa loob ko. And I'm really thankful that I will have this moment na nailabas ko. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you din Ate for that great learning that we have. So this is the beauty of this group. Actually, ito yung pinaka main goal ng group na to na ano. Kasi what we are listening from one another is not a theoretical presentation of overcoming the different situation, but these are real and actual experiences na we can learn a lot. We can learn 1,000 of experiences from each other. So ito po yung pinaka main purpose nito na we can rebuild our community. We can recreate yung community ni True Parents na kasi we are all blessed families. So why don't we unite and join force together? And ito po yung purpose ng etong group na to na ano, why this is being organized. Kaya nga nung inano ko kay Ate Dulce nung first time ko pumunta na Mindanao to set up this meeting for Blessed Parents Education is yun yung inano ko sa kanya na why don't we see the situation of every blessed families and then we can learn from their experiences. It's not to judge each other, but this is an opportunity for us to open our heart to embrace one another. Na yung situation ng bawat isa sa atin it's an learning opportunity na we can let our next generation, next blessed families generation to learn from it and raise up a better family na para hindi na ma-experience yung mga situation na na-experience natin ngayon na dapat iba na yung experience na ma-experience na that they can be proudly share and educate also brothers and sisters. Kaya I'm very happy na dati almost 1 year mag-isa lang ako na brother. Pero ngayon nandito si Kuya Alan, si Kuya Jo, and there will be other more fathers who will come wherein we can not only learn from the side of the sister, but we can also learn from the side of the brothers. And we can exchange experiences wherein we could see na hindi lang pala tayo merong ganung experience. Hindi lang pala tayo yung nag-isa na nakakaramdam nito. But there are so many more that we need to lift up and raise each other. Kaya nga in this platform that we have, I'm very grateful na we can reach out. Hindi ko nga inasa na si Tia Rosie nandito, no? Hindi ko inasa na bigla siya pumasok dito na ano. And I know mas maganda ang iniisip ko noon, bakit hindi siya pinablic na inopen. Ang inaano ko is mas maganda yung meron ng result, na meron ng nakikita na nagagawa, kesa yung we just talk about the idea but nothing happens. Kaya nga ngayon is at least makikita na natin yan na meron ng result, di ba? Dati nga, ma-remember ko, talagang binobombard kami ni Ma'am Tere na 3 o'clock, bakit hindi nyo i-ano sa ibang oras? Tayo nga dati, di ba? Ma-remember nyo, pag nag-iljong prayer tayo, madaling araw, inaabot na, halos wala na nga tayong tulog, but we still enjoyed sharing and learning from each other. So, ito po yung ito yung purpose ng community na to, wherein we can share, we can learn, and we can elevate each other. Kasi yung experience natin na wala tayong mapag-sharean na kahit na sino, even our family, because they don't understand. And who can understand us more? It is us, no other than blessed families. Kaya nga, we would like to embrace everybody. We would like to raise up everybody, just like what true father and our true parents said, na we should completely become one, na helping and supporting each other. Okay? Na kung ano man yung situation, hindi man natin ma-resolve yung problema ng isa't isa, but the avenue na meron silang mapag-sharean, that's already a good thing na we can elevate each other. That's already an opportunity na we can raise each other, and we can think of a better way of how we could raise our next generation to become better than us. So I'm very grateful po. I'm very thankful sa inyong lahat. And etong inspiration na pagbuo nito is not only me, it's not only Ma'am Tere, but this is already the vision of our true parents ever since. Lagi ang sinasabi ni Father na all blessed families should create a community. We should be the one that will create a heavenly community that we can offer to God. Na yun ulit yung laging sinasabi ni True Mother ngayon. Diba? Yung Heavenly Parent Holy Community. And sino pong mag-spearhead nun? It's no other than us, blessed families, who have directly inherited the blessing coming from our true parents. So kailan natin to gagawin? Diba? Shall we wait for another decade? Shall we wait for True Mother to go to the spirit world? Or why don't we act now? Kaya nga iniisip ko nga rin is yung sinasabi ni Kuya Jo na maganda rin sana kung mai-open natin sa mga HTM na yun yung gagawin na para ma-guide natin yung mga HTM natin talaga na hindi lang sila maging member, but they will also understand the heart of God and true parents, so that they can take ownership na hindi na lang yung mag-aantay na lang sa atin, but they can also take action na even letting their children, dapat mag-join sila ng blessing. Okay. So, I'm very grateful po. Ngayon, nandito ako sa Bawang La Union. And I'm traveling mamaya. I'm going back to Manila after the celebration dito kasi may meeting pa kami ni Kuya Felix mamaya for something na we are thinking for how we could really build a community. How we will try to create a model of a barangay na blessed barangay. That's our goal na and I hope na you can pray for it na although hindi pa namin mai-public siya na masabi, but we're still trying to create a program wherein we could really build a barangay that is blessed barangay. Kaya ang inano namin is blessed barangay that will be na magkaroon ng family internal values enhancement. So with all your effort po, I'm very grateful for your time na nagising na maaga. I know it's not easy, pero alam ko naman sanay na tayo and we enjoyed learning from each other and also building a connection with one another. So also, I hope that you can also pray kasi this coming July 2024 to 29 po. It is the second yung fruit ng 5 days namin sa Mantika, 5 days na inorganize naman na education before sa mga principal sa Mantika. Yung mga principal po mismo nag-invite ng 3 representative of their schools, and they requested for another 5 days education of their teachers na sila makasama nila to build a enhancement of the family values in the campus community. So July 24 to 29 po yun sa Mantika ulit. And hopefully we could na nag-join ng 5 days Divine Principle Seminar before is lahat ng mga teachers nila is maintindihan nila yung Divine Principle so that we can really change the value system in the campus community. So I hope po na you can pray for that as well, and also all the activities that we have in the movement in the national and even in local churches that we have. So I'm very grateful po, and I'm very much inspired na nagkaroon tayo, nakarinig ako ng mga sharing ng mga brothers and sisters wherein we can learn a lot on how we can address the different situation of blessed families. Kaya nga, ngayon, akala ko mag-lecture lang ako dito sa Bawang, but nangyari is I was able to meet different blessed families nandito, and then kahapon nagkaroon kami ng sharing about how we could overcome yung mga different situation, and yung mga input po ninyo ngayon, that would be a great help for us to how we could really raise and educate other blessed families to become a better blessed families. So once again po, I'm very grateful to Heavenly Parent and True Parents for giving us this opportunity to meet together and to experience your love and experience the love of our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. So, already 5:54. Happy Father's Day po ulit sa mga fathers nandito, and sa mga husbands po na mga sisters nandito, Happy Father's Day din po. And hopefully, I can celebrate Father's Day with my family pagdating ko mamaya sa Manila. Thank you very much po. Good morning po.
Randy. Thank you so much. Let's give a hand to Sir Randy po. Yeah, there has been a request. Later on.
Have 1 minute.
Yeah.
Can I have 1 minute to just say something?
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome.
As I have said before, bakit ngayon lang? No, I truly appreciate yung two-way sharing. Doon sa mga ibang morning devotion or evening devotion or Shunbo meeting, this is not comparison, pero nakita ko kasi dito ang interaction ba, two-way communication, and I really admire it. Please try to also tell others. I will try to invite brothers or sisters here, pero sa iba kasi hindi nila talaga alam. Kung hindi ako na-invite ni Sister Tere, talagang wala. I never know about this. Yun pala 1 year old na pala ito, for more than a year. So I'm very thankful. I'm very, very thankful. Thank you.
Thank you po, Doc Alan. I hope now we can also make a write-up on this point para magagamit ng ating mga blessed families. Siguro pagdating na araw. Kasi mayroon tayong advisor dito para sa natin, maging thesis ito. Sir Randy, makikita natin na this will become effective instrument for us also. Kaya ilagay natin sa black and white na may mga materials po in the near future.
Kaya nga po ma'am, yung sa sa YouTube live natin, we can later on mag-create tayo ng committee na i-consolidate lahat ng mga reflections ng mga brothers and sisters, and then that would be a way for us to make a bind ng result ng output natin and we can offer it to our true mother most especially, para sa makita niya na hindi lang meron tayong ginagawa para sa rebuilding a community that we have. So, i-compile din po natin yung lahat ng mga YouTube videos, and then together with yung mga reflections na we will consolidate later on po.
and the history of this group, where it
Yes po.
started. We have the vision and mission. We created the vision and mission. I-repost na naman natin sa Randy para itong mga ano natin, mga new ones, they could also be guided. And then meron din po tayong objectives. Nagawa na po natin ang objective din ito. So we will be reposting also sa GC natin sa Blessed Family. So I do hope na we could really develop more on that part. And then also we can use this one for our HTM. If we have also a group, we can make a small group. This group is already okay because we can share with that period of time. So we can create another group and you can just invite us also po. Kung may mga HTM po tayo na group session na ganito, then we can also be willing to be with you in your HTM. Ganun. Di ba Sir Randy? Kaya maganda itong ano, para mag-multiply na po ito. Kung may courage tayo na you can make your own group and then we will just be invited also if you wanted us to be there. Then, or if you can stand, then you can really work it out like this. Ito lang kasi rin ang way. Maraming sa HTM natin, marami rin may problema pero hindi sila maka-open. Hindi lang tayo yung mag-witness sa kanila, mag-lecture, kundi sila rin mismo, they can also. And we will learn from them. We learn from them po. So, para mag-guide din tayo kung saan tayo din. Ako kasi as one of the guidance advocates sa aming school, kailangan natin talaga itong mga ganitong situation para you know how to inject ideas also or education to our client like that. So, ganun din sa atin. We will become also counselors to our HTM. Kaya po maraming salamat. So, it's 1 minute left. So, we will be meeting again. Thank you so much po. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga wisdom at saka sharings. And we will be meeting again on July 3 and 17. So, we will just be keep updated na lang po sa mga post na lang po. And then, let's invite more and multiply more so that we can really inspire more people po. Maraming salamat. So, wala na po ba? Is there any more po? So that we can end up right at on time, 6 o'clock na po. So
picture taking na po, ma'am. Tapos ano?
Taking na. We will be always be on time para hindi tayo maano. Marami rin tayong ibang trabahuin. So sino pong mag-capture ng picture? Kasi matagal ako mag-capture. Okay. Let's have a small heart.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you, Sir Randy.
Okay.
Small heart. With a smile.
Heart. Okay.
And then
Pause for a minute po.
Pause for a minute. Okay.
Sobra na yata yung minute ko.
Ayan na, sir.
Okay. Next pause.
Okay, baragi sinang.
Baragi.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, baragi sinang. Okay na, sir.
Okay po.
And then Vision 2027.
Songni.
More Chombo couples, more Chombo families in 2027.
Aju.
So thank you so much po. Maraming salamat once again. So we close it with a prayer. May I request Sister Maria Rosie to please lead us the prayer in prayer.
Okay. Let us pray. Heavenly parents, thank you very much for this time that you had given us to be sharing together. Thank you for allowing us to hear words of inspirations and guidance. And I really pray that we can share all this to others, Heavenly Parents, that we can be multiplying this good work, Heavenly Parents, that is being done by our brothers and sisters. Please receive this prayer. I would like to offer this in the name of each of our Blessed Central families and in my name, Rosie Dihan Miongo Blessed Central Family, Aju.
Aju.
Maraming salamat po. Have a good day and happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you. Girls, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you.
Salamat po.
Thank you very much po. I will end up po.
Prayer na rin kami.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
po.